Hello and welcome back. This is Grillenheimer. Just a quick note. I've, I've been busy on all sorts of levels. School has started. I got one kid wanting to get back. Both of them are actually trying to get active and be in something because they are actually at school. Everything is going okay with that so far, and keeping sanitized, safe, masks, the whole 9 yards, etc., etc. Getting kids to where they need to be, and I'm getting a lot of some of my drawings done. If I did that with Unicron's planet form, and I put that out there to show y'all. That is going to be its finished look. We're still working on his bot form. I don't know. He's so big. I don't know if I need to try to. So far, the page was only so big that his legs aren't really there. Do I really need his legs? I don't know. To make him look even bigger than the 6 cards that he's going to be when he transforms, when he's able, might be okay. I'm not too worried about that. And I did a sketch first, and then I really started drawing on a sheet of paper. And I may look at that drawing for scale to draw it on the actual back of my cards. And I'm probably going to end up Unicron. And I've done a lot of stratagems, and I don't do them lightly. I have been doing them quickly, sort of for fun, and I've been trying to test them. I've got one last one, and I'm trying to really back down on my stratagems for the sake of the color ink on the printer. And the next one is Make Waves, and it's a picture of Tidal Wave from Energon, I believe. It's just his head, but it's really for the boats. It can be for my boats, it can be for Nautica, or even Sea-Watch, Private Sea-Watch. When a boat is defending and you flip green pips, after the battle, damage your attacker as many green pips as you flip. That's this, Making Waves. So I thought that was a pretty neat idea, because we are seeing a lot more back and forth action. And even Wizards of the Coast was starting to do that in Wave 5 a little bit. And I'm just sort of expanding it with the boat traits with this one. And these are my own. And I'm testing them. And I've had to make changes. So this is not happening in a vacuum. I'm not being flippant about this stuff either. I don't know the game as well as most of y'all, I will admit. I need to finish the most recent tech talk. I got more than halfway through. I got to get back to work here. But making the stratagems has been easy, and it's been fun. And I've been doing a lot of testing. And some of that I have been able to record, and I'm going to be putting some of these out there, and it's not hours and hours. It's just like a game here, a game there. This is the stratagems here. This is how it works. This is, blah blah blah. This is version, Matrix Scourged 3.0 or whatever. And I need to work on my Electrum, how that works. And I really like the idea of having a star for a stratagem and companion cards to go with it to activate it. I feel like that's really needed in some ways for some of this. And I only have that with 2 stratagems. I think I've pretty much, I think they're already there. I think it's on YouTube now. With how to get your matrix back if your opponent takes your matrix with a Decepticon leader with this. with this stratagem, and then the Autobots have a stratagem to where the stratagem is in play, but you have to use the action card to get it back. I made 3 battle cards for that. Damn it, that's right. Ultra Magnus, it's a picture of him in the movie trying to open the Matrix. To be able to get it back. Originally, that's not what I was going to have that picture for, but then I thought, well, I made this card to do this function. Let's use this to try to get it back. And like I said, it doesn't really do anything for the game. You're not going to win the game just because you get the Matrix from your opponent. Ooh, it's on your Decepticon leader now. I thought it's just a neat gimmick. Something neat to do to follow through storyline that we've had with the Transformers for years. And I remember seeing an interview with Drew, and I forgot if it was the Wreck and Rule guys, if it was Powered by Primus or Jamie, or maybe even Scott and Dan. I forgot, or Vin. I forgot who was interviewing Drew, and he was even mentioning how they're enjoying making this stuff so we as players can reenact certain parts of the stories to some extent. And I'm just taking that to the next level with what I have TCG homemade edition cards, which I just find neat. So, and like I said, some of this stuff is just for fun. Some of it is a little strong. I'm trying to do a little balance now that I've got a lot out there and I've been really testing them. I really need to try to... Now, the touch, there was a funny video that I did where the touch is, Hot Rod is turning into Rodimus Prime and the Matrix is all glowing. And where if a leader has the Matrix, you can give up the Matrix to attack a Titan or Gestalt for 3 attack, which is a nice non-attack damage with KOing a Matrix, but you can only do it once. Again, it's another one of the one-time strategies that I've made. And then there's the other one, Divine Parts. Divine Parts. I think that's the name of the close-up of the Matrix, and it's an alternative win condition. I haven't tested that yet. And so the Matrix isn't discarded or scrapped by your opponent. You would have to do it in your last turn. So you would have to play the Matrix, use a card like Last Stand or something, and your character would need to be pretty low on health to be able to use something, say like Ironhide's Blaster or something to that effect that has a kickback on it, or because we have about 2 or 3 of those cards, or something like Last Stand where you have a big attack and go out, you've wiped out your own team on purpose with a leader being the last character in the battlefield holding the Matrix. You won, even though your enemies are still on the board. I've got to try that. So that's all I've got. I've gone too long already. I'm just excited about this stuff. It's just so blasted fun. And with my Rat Pack guys, that, like I call them, Beachcomber, Braun, and good grief, I'm forgetting their names again. Braun, Beachcomber, and Gears. The way I have them set up, and they're an okay deck. They're a good test deck for this stuff, because originally it was them and their 3 stratagems. So that's 3 stars right there. And the rest of their stars, thanks to Beachcomber's, I swear this is my index finger, Beachcomber's stratagem, I have a lot of star cards in the deck, which allows for a lot of extra double orange pips. for some pretty good swings. It's not a great deck. I can't say you're going to win with it all the time. I think I've shown it before, but it's fun. And I don't get to play with any warm bodies, so it's just fun. But I use those guys, and I have to leave Beachcomber's official stratagem in there, and I'll swap out the other two with some of my own stratagems. So that gives me some room to go, okay, what can we do here? How can let's test this, let's test that. And like I said, oh, that is my camera. They're all in my phone, and all I got to do is type over it, print it back out again, boom, fixed. Or type over it again. And like I've mentioned before, trying to figure some of this stuff out has been fun. Hadn't been easy because I'm by my lonesome. So if any of y'all like what I've done or even want to alter it, I don't care. I really like Kremzeek. I tightened up his wording a little bit, took the bot off, put on character, to where every time you draw a card, he hits a character, and you flip that character. And that is fun. And yes, you're having to hit your own guys as well as the other team. And it's just fun. But with that, I got to go. And for me, it's just all about the fun. And unfortunately, playing solo, what can you do, Clint? I don't even know if anybody watches this stuff. I don't know if I told Clint about my channel or not, but thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and I really mean that. And I hope y'all are getting some enjoyment out of this. What is this guy doing? Why is he showing some of this stuff undone, etc., etc. I just want to spur your creativity too, not just mine. My love of the game, my love of Transformers is decades in the making. And that's why we're all here. Am I part of the ARC? No. I just don't have time. And for what I understand, they're constantly talking and messaging on Discord 24 hours from the sounds of it. I don't know if they get any sleep or not. And of course, there's a time difference between here and the UK. Jamie's in Colorado, so he's on the western side, the west coast. The Wreck and Rule guys are on the east coast. I'm in the central time zone. So, it's amazing what these guys are doing and how well they're doing it. And I like Jamie's Unicron. Yeah, let me just take a minute here. It looks great. It seems to play really neat too. I'm just to the fact of, okay, do you have time really to sit down and do this and then this to get to this before we can fight Unicron or whatever the progression is. I forgot the name for it that they have, but mine is just, okay, here's Unicron. What do you have? See if you can take me out, But I'm constantly changing his stats. I haven't tested him in a while. I just got a text. So, I'm not saying Jamie's Unicron is bad. I'm not saying I don't like it. I do like it. I said it does look really good. It does look fun. It does look interesting. I love Scourge. I love the artwork. Everything is great about what they're doing. It's just for a lot of the casual gamers, and me included, for those with lack of time to go, oh, boom, here, let's play. Instead of just trying to, let's play Unicron. Oh, but wait, we got to do this, and then this. And now you're playing Unicron. So, but that's what they want to do, and that's fine. That's fine. I've got my Unicron. They've got theirs, and I guess theirs is more the official, unofficial, quite not exactly official version, because it just looks good. You know, my stuff, I'm just going to do it. I thank you for who sent me the template for the card. I just, I don't know. I appreciate it. I think I have sent it to my computer to be able to try to do stuff, but I don't know if I've got the right program to do the layering. And you did mention that, and it is appreciated. And I can't do it on my phone. I tried doing it a little. I'm like, this isn't working. But like as easy as, you know, these are, you know, copy and paste like a teacher. Copy and paste, boom, it's done. But I'm just going to stick with my format, which I hate, but I like. Throughout the past year, you know, you can see the change in how better I went from originally drawing right on the cards, coloring right on the cards, to doing it on something else, shrinking it and coloring it and putting it on the card, and it looks not bad. They do age with time. They do fade with time a little bit, and they do fade with in light as well as in a copier per se. You know, making copies. It's just that marker, which the only neat thing about the homemade stuff that I do, it does look and harken back to like a cartoon cell for the old show in some ways. But Unicron may be a little different. The Combaticons may be a little different. I've got to get back to them. I've pretty much inked all the Combaticons. I got to finish the Protectobots. I have drawn a Bruticus. I don't think I've shown Bruticus. And I've got all their abilities for the Combaticons are done. I've only done Hotspot's ability. Maybe I've done someone else's. Crap. But I've got to get on the ball with that. Just sometimes my disposition goes up and down with things that are going on here at home. Because not only am I a full-time worker, I'm an employee for a company, I also am a full-time dad. I may not be the best dad in the world, but I'm doing my darndest. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. But that was another thing. That's the whole point of this whole video, and I just forgot until now, unless I mentioned it at the start, is that you're going to see me putting stuff out there. It's just family stuff. It's for private use, so y'all won't be able to see it. So if something pops up and you see it's private, don't worry about it. It's not for y'all anyway. It's just, you know, my son doing this, us doing here, biking something here. It's just to get some of this stuff off my phone, to get it out there, so if we ever want to see it, we can pull up on YouTube, and boom, there it is, which is just a great idea. I've just got to get with my dad. We have an old 8mm film from before I was born, that the kids really need to see some of that stuff, and I'd like to see some of that stuff again. It goes by real quick for as much setup as it was with the big reels and everything, and the, you know, projector and all that. And, you know, in 3 minutes it's done. You're like, okay, well, do we have another one? Yeah, put in another one. 3 seconds, it's done. 2 minutes goes by, it's done. No audio hardly whatsoever. Maybe 1 or 2, but that's all I've got right now. Sorry, I was a bit winded. We'll see you next time. Have a blessed rest of your day. I don't hear anything thumping around right now except the dishwasher. And as always, flip out and let's roll for it.